Welcome, each of you, chosen ones, those seeking wisdom, strength, and clarity in a world often clouded by deception. Today we're diving into a truth as ancient as it is relevant. The battle against those who seek control, those enemies, Jezebels, and narcissists who prey upon your strength. In John 8:42, Jesus declared, "If God were your Father, you would love me, for I have come here from God. I have not come on my own. God sent me." The moment your enemies recognize that strength within you, that unwavering spirit from God, they begin to show their true colors. You see, chosen ones, those who operate under the guise of love, friendship, or loyalty, yet harbor envy and deceit in their hearts, often seek to dominate, to overshadow, to control. The Jezebel spirit, in particular, cloaks itself in charm and manipulation, striving to pull you under its influence, convinced that it can bend your will to its desires. Such spirits, be they narcissists, enemies, or hidden deceivers, are driven by a fierce need to be in power. And when they see you are beyond their reach, they reveal their hand. These people, spouses, co-workers, so-called friends, wear many faces. They crave the upper hand, believing that domination is the only way they can maintain their fragile self-worth. Their tactics are varied, but their intentions are singular: to ensure that you are under their control. And when they cannot sway you, when their charm and false promises fall flat, they become desperate, resorting to more sinister methods. They may begin with flattery, what some call love bombing, a tactic designed to make you feel special, indispensable, even exalted. But once they see that this charm isn't enough, they quickly shift gears. Suddenly, they present themselves as victims, painting a picture of helplessness, aiming to manipulate your empathy. They'll twist their words, spin their stories, all to draw you closer, to make you think you're their only hope. But remember, Jesus warned us in Matthew 7:15, "Beware of false prophets, who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly are ravenous wolves." Yes, chosen ones, these enemies are not truly interested in peace or harmony. They desire control, and when that control is out of their reach, they'll go to any lengths to regain it. You may have seen it yourself, the sudden tears, the apologies, the promises to change. Do not be deceived. They will say anything, do anything if it means pulling you back into their sphere of influence. Their methods are calculated, rehearsed. Like actors on a stage, they know which emotions to perform to keep you engaged, to keep you from walking away. But, as Jesus said in John 8:44, these deceivers are of their father, the devil, for they speak lies as naturally as the breath they draw. They will attempt to make you believe that they are the victims, that you are abandoning them when they need you most. This is not love. It is manipulation. They will claim they cannot survive without you, threatening to fall apart, perhaps even threatening harm to themselves, all to play on your compassion. But take heed. This act is a mirror of the serpent's cunning, a tactic to exploit your heart. A Jezebel, a narcissist, will often surround themselves with what we might call flying monkeys. Individuals who unknowingly or knowingly do their bidding. These are the people who spread rumors, who keep you tethered to the narcissist through subtle or overt influence. They play on the loyalty of family, the love of friends, manipulating these bonds to keep you close, even when every instinct tells you to flee. These enemies, in their desperation, will not hesitate to use the closest people to you to regain control. They might charm your family, win over your friends, all in an attempt to isolate you and make you doubt your own perceptions. They weave tales, paint pictures of themselves as misunderstood, while casting you in shadows of their own making. This is a tactic to break down your defenses, to make you doubt your own worth. You, chosen ones, may find yourself asking, why would someone go to such lengths? Why would they try to twist my family, my friends, against me? The answer is simple. They despise the strength within you, a strength that does not bend to their schemes. They see a light in you, and it reveals the shadows within them. They'll spread lies, manipulate perceptions, and engage in slanderous conversations, hoping to turn others against you, hoping to make you feel alone. But remember, chosen ones, the words of Proverbs 26:27, whoever digs a pit will fall into it. If someone rolls a stone, it will roll back on them. As they see you rise in strength and confidence, these enemies grow frantic. They see you standing firm, refusing to play into their games, and it drives them mad with envy and fear. They may pretend they've changed, may even offer apologies, but these are nothing more than words designed to lure you back. They want to see you on your knees, for this affirms their own sense of superiority. Yet they cannot endure to see you rise above them, to witness your strength and independence. Yes, their facade may crumble when they realize their tactics have no effect on you. The charm, the victimhood, the slander, none of it can touch a soul anchored in divine truth. For as chosen ones, you are equipped with discernment, with the vision to see beyond appearances. You see the wolves in sheep's clothing, the spirits of deception that wear the faces of friends, family, and lovers. But stand firm, chosen ones. As the Apostle Paul reminds us in Ephesians 6:11, put on the full armor of God, so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. When they realize you are beyond their reach, they will redouble their efforts. They may spread lies, try to isolate you, attempt to lure you back with flattery or false remorse. But these are desperate attempts, a final gasp of control. Do not allow them back into your heart. Stand guard over your spirit, for it is precious and resilient. The enemies, the Jezebels, they will rage and scheme, but they cannot change what God has ordained. They may throw stones, spread lies, but their own deceit will return to them. They can only harm those who allow them in, who take down the barriers of protection God has placed around them. And as they reveal themselves, as they expose their true intentions, do not despair. Take courage, for this unveiling is a gift, a sign that God is shielding you from those who seek to do harm. Keep the armor of faith strong, the sword of truth sharp, and know that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. But I say to you, in the words of Proverbs 26:4, do not answer a fool according to his folly, or you yourself will be just like him. True power doesn't come from having the final say or winning every argument. It comes from maintaining your peace, knowing that you don't owe anyone an explanation or validation. These adversaries enjoy watching you struggle, watching you plead to be understood. This is how they keep you on their stage, dancing to their tune. But let me tell you something. There is strength in silence. Your worth is not up for debate, and your truth doesn't need their acceptance. They may never admit they understand you, even when they do. Their egos are too fragile. their need to be right, too consuming. So let them think they've had the last word, while you walk away in peace, focused on what truly matters, your well-being, your growth. The first line of defense against these manipulators is to protect your heart. Don't give them the ammunition they crave. When you interact with skilled manipulators, keep your composure. Don't show emotion. They seek any reaction to feed their tactics. Remain as calm as a still lake, giving them no insight into your thoughts, no access to your heart. Jesus cautioned us in Matthew 7:6 not to throw pearls before swine, for they will trample them and turn to attack you. Guard your treasures, your peace, your love, your wisdom. Let them be baffled by your lack of response, by your strength in silence. Setting boundaries is your next act of strength. When a narcissist or Jezebel seeks to infiltrate your life, set firm limits. They believe they are entitled to control, but you owe them nothing. Saying no without an explanation is a complete sentence. These people are skilled at using guilt, shame, and manipulation to sway you. But remember, they only hold as much power as you give them. Boundaries confuse them. They shatter the illusion of control. As James 4:7 advises, submit yourselves then to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. By setting boundaries, you resist their influence, letting them know that your spirit is off limits. And here's a secret, chosen ones. When you don't respond to their antics, when you don't give them the satisfaction of reaction, it drives them mad. They thrive on conflict, but when you deny them this, they are left empty, powerless. Ignore their provocations. Let them see that you won't play their games. They'll realize their efforts are in vain, for your strength is rooted in a peace they can't touch. When they can no longer control you, they feel exposed, humiliated, and weak. And that, chosen ones, is their downfall. Building your self-esteem is another shield against their influence. When you know who you are, when your self-worth comes from within and not from others' validation, their words and accusations lose their power. Love yourself deeply, honor your journey, and stay rooted in your truth. As Romans 8:31 reminds us, if God is for us, who can be against us? Strengthening your self-worth is a fortress that no slander or manipulation can penetrate. There will be times when you need to document your interactions with them. Narcissists are masters of deception, and they often twist reality to suit their narratives. Keep records of their words, their actions. This isn't to seek revenge or to prove yourself, but to have clarity, to hold on to truth. The facts will stand on their own. You don't need to explain or justify them. In moments of confusion, these records remind you of the truth and shield you from being swayed by their version of events. Finally, be patient. Time reveals all things, and the truth has a way of surfacing at the right moment. Don't rush to expose them. Don't feel the need to clear your name. Let their own actions reveal their nature. Psalm 37:7 tells us, "Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. Do not fret when people succeed in their ways, when they carry out their wicked schemes. Trust that God sees all, that the scales will be balanced in his time." The narcissist, the Jezebel, the enemy, they may seek to harm you, to discredit you, to control you. But when you choose silence, strength, and patience, you expose them without lifting a finger. Your peace becomes their torment, your resilience their frustration, They may slander your name, twist your words, but the light of truth will always prevail. So, hold your head high, chosen ones, and know that your path is guided, your spirit protected. This journey may be difficult, but remember, you are never alone. Your strength is in your silence, in your refusal to stoop to their level. Stand firm, guard your heart, and trust that in the end, truth will shine brighter than any deception. This is the strength of a chosen one, a strength that no enemy can break.